Good morning. This is the jail and probation calendar for Courtroom 304, State Court of Clayton County, Georgia. I'm Judge Tammy Long Hayward. I'm going to start the calendar in a moment. This is April 22nd, 2025.
Your Honor,
Yes.
good morning. ASG Hagler is logging in. She's just coming back from the courtroom.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. ASG King on behalf of the state. I'll be assisting today. I'll be handling cases M through Z. Ms. Hagler is getting ready to log in now.
All right, no problem. We'll wait for her. Good morning. Good morning, Ms. Hagler. Good to see you.
Your Honor, David Howell representing.
Judge.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
David Howell representing Mr. Majors. Is there a way that the probation officer handling that case. Is there a phone number that I can contact them on?
This is a petition that's, Officer Chang.
Could Officer Chang, contact me or put a phone number in the chat where I could give them a call?
All right, Ms. Chang, are you on?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Ms. Chang, you got a minute to walk down to the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the jail and probation calendar for April 22nd, 2025. I'm Judge Tammy Long Hayward. First case on the calendar is DeAndre Jamarco AG. DeAndre Jamarco AG. I do not see an attorney for Mr. AG.
Your Honor, I believe that's Lister Holt and Dennis. That should be Attorney Lynch, I believe.
All
Because he did
right,
ask him about that case this morning.
Mr. Lynch,
He may be talking to people.
Mr. Taylor.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good
Yes,
morning.
was speaking with folks. I'll see.
I got a few
Spoke with
things to
Mr.
resolve. Who you got?
The first person on the calendar that was
Mr. AG.
Mr. AG.
Judge, I believe we're gonna have a resolution to that. I just need to verify
Are we
one
appointed?
detail.
Are we
Okay,
appointment?
Oh, I just talked to him. We probably need to do that, yes.
Your Honor, he's requesting.
Yeah.
Is that,
yeah, go ahead and send me an order, no problem. Thomas Lee Bennett, Mr. Cook.
Good morning, Judge. How are you today?
I'm great, Mr. Cook, how are you?
Very well. Judge, my recollection of this is that you put it off for a week for a status report, and that the solicitor's office was going to determine where things were as far as him moving toward acceptance into DUI court.
Sir.
All right, did they contact Mr. Bennett? The DUI court contact Mr. Bennett?
Judge, I don't know.
Okay. All right, so Ms. Hagler, Ms. King, Mr. Bennett's case was one where we were looking to get him into DUI court to find out if he's eligible. The information should have gone to the DUI court evaluators to give him a call or set up that information. If that has not happened, then I'll go ahead and continue it another week if that's necessary.
Your Honor, what I can do, if you can just hold for the state's announcement, I can try to make contact. I believe it's Ms. Gaskins, to see what the status is. Unfortunately, I don't have that question in front of me, but if I can just have some time after the call on the calendar, I can contact Ms. Gaskins and see if she has an update. And I can
Sure,
provide to the
that's
court.
fine. All right,
you.
so Mr. Cook, we'll hold on to after the call of the calendar and then we'll verify, okay?
All right, Judge, thank you.
You're welcome. Jose Jimenez?
Your Honor, Mr. Jimenez is gonna require a Spanish interpreter.
All right, so Miss Val or Miss Powell, one of the interpreters, they should be in soon.
I believe I saw Miss Bermuda, or one of the interpreters.
Bermudez. Okay, Kadarius Iquan Kitchens.
Judge, I believe we're gonna have a resolution today. I'm just trying to verify how much time he served on this case, because he indicated he had previously served substantial time on this. Just trying to verify if that's true, or to what extent he did serve it.
All right. So the Jarrett Alexander Major, that's a petition. He's speaking with Ms. Chang. His attorney is speaking with Ms. Chang at this time.
Grace, did you say you need an interpreter?
Yeah, we will.
Okay, I'll get her now. Thanks.
Alan Clayton McDowell Sr.
Judge, I have not spoken to Mr. McDowell Sr. yet.
Okay. All right, next is Joshua Lee Mitchell.
Judge, so I was informed that he had again refused to come out of his cell. So obviously we need to get him here. I can visit him today if he's not going to be here, and
Yeah, can you do that, please? And then we'll hold it over for another week. And then I don't know what else to do. Maybe consult with Mr. Moore, and see if there's, something else we need to do. Because
Okay,
I'm
Judge.
not sure if he's just, like, does he have felonies?
No, Judge, I believe it's what you had suggested, maybe at least potentially.
Okay.
You.
All right. So yeah, let's check on that because we don't want him just languishing down there. And he just keeps refusing to come up.
And Your Honor, just to be clear, because I have him listed as pro se, so has Lister Holden Dennis already been appointed?
Yeah, I think I appointed them last week.
Okay. Thank you.
If not, there should be an order pending.
Okay.
They were working on it last week. All right, next is Peters, Obi Peters.
One moment, Judge. Judge,
Mm-hmm.
I need to further speak with Mr. Peters. And that's
Okay.
the same announcement for Joseph Walsh.
All right, Mr. Richardson is a SSD. The balance is $151.50, and it was due on December 27th. Ms. Powell, if you would be so kind as to go ahead and do a modified for credit for time served for Mr. Richardson.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Derek Smalls. That's also a petition. All right, if Lister Holt Dennis was his attorney last time, if you all will consult with him to see what's going on Smalls.
Yes, Judge.
All right, and then Walsh, you said that you hadn't spoken to him yet, but you were going to.
Yes, Judge.
All right, so seems like we need to still do a lot of talking. We'll go ahead and give y'all a few minutes. Does anybody need a breakout room, or y'all able to move around and talk to who you need to talk to?
I don't think we need a breakout room at this time. I'm not sure if anyone else does.
All right, so we'll be back in a few minutes for announcement.
Your Honor, I do have an update for the court before
Yes,
you. Regarding Bennett, it appears that he has an appointment for tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. for his assessment with Ms. Gaskin.
Okay, great. Mr. Cook, his appointment is at 9:30 tomorrow. If you just send him a gentle reminder, and then we will go ahead and he should be able to tell you when he's entered into the program.
Will do, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes.
Just said thank you.
Oh, okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna hold for announcements, let the attorneys finish speaking with the clients, and then we'll be back. Thank you.
Freaking trial license suspended cases.
the name? Achieve. I will go over. Speak small, speak of the beautiful. To Lauren, if there's any conflict, she doesn't say anything. It's not her job to pick out the conflict. I don't know, but I gave him that.
Do we have any announcements?
Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Lynch?
I do have several announcements. So Judge, Mr. DeAndre Ajee is going to enter a not guilty plea today.
Okay,
So Judge, for Mr. Kitchens, that is going to be a plea. I don't know if Ms. Hagler, I sent some chats about this, and I'm trying to see if we can get another negotiated situation just based on, so he previously did 200 days on this case, but we are going to resolve that. I'm just wondering if Ms. Hagler will make a new recommendation based on the 200 days that he previously served on this. I had Ms. Arnold verify that.
Yeah, she did verify that, but I mean,
12 months probation
she,
isn't a legal sentence if he's already done 200 days in jail.
but it's my understanding that, I think part of it was for a bench warrant that he had, so it wasn't the full time that he did for this specific case.
He did 200 days, got out, came back, did more time. So he actually has more credit than 200 days. We'll go non-negotiated.
what did he,
It's a first theft by shoplifting from 2020, Judge.
okay,
Additionally, I have pleas for Mr. Owens. We'll do non-negotiated pleas. We have a plea for Mr. Peters. We'll do a non-negotiated plea. And those are all the announcements I have at this time, Judge.
okay,
And thank you, Your Honor. For Mr. Small's probation petition, we will stipulate and agree to the recommendation. And for Mr. Walsh, the criminal trespass, I believe he's last on the calendar. That will be a guilty plea today, Your Honor.
okay,
Negotiated guilty, accepting the state's recommendation.
all right. Are we, Mr. AG can go back? Are we ready to go forward with anybody right now, or do you all need more time?
Please don't take Mr. Ajee back until I get his contact information. Judge, we're ready to go forward on all the pleas I announced, and
Saying,
All right, so, Kitchens?
sure. And also, forget your name, but he's ready for his BOP as well.
Your Honor, David Howell, on behalf of Mr. Major, we would stipulate to the allegations contained in the violation for revocation of probation. And we've come to an agreement with the state.
Please come to the front office. So please come to the front.
Okay, 1 second. All right, Ms. Chang, you ready on majors?
yes.
Credit for 200 days. 200 days, not probation. 12 months of probation. What I'm saying, if the sentence goes down, 12 months probation. You can't say credit for time served, 12 months probation without saying, it's not 12 months probation. You can say 12 months to serve 200 days, balance probation.
All right, is Mr. Major up?
Mr. Major is coming into the courtroom right now.
Mr. Major, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
Yes.
Ms. Chang, you solemnly, you can put your hand out, sir. Ms. Chang, you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
I do, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Major, you're before the court on State of Georgia versus Jared Alexander Major, 2021 CR 06860, petition for revocation or probation. This is, you were before this court for a DUI, alcohol, less safe, and leaving the scene on the 11th day of March, 2025. You were sentenced to 12 months on probation. You have 10 months and 18 days remaining. You failed to comply with your drug screen. They attempted to screen you on March 27, 2025, and there was an attempt to adulterate the urine specimen by bringing in a substance in a bottle that was concealed on your person. You failed to avoid injurious and vicious habits. There was evidence that you tested positive for cocaine on March 27, 2025, and you failed to pay. You're represented by counsel. Sir, you've indicated you wish to stip and agree to the recommendation from the probation office. Ms. Chang, what's the probation office recommending in this case?
Your Honor, probation recommends that 6 days be revoked, that he receive credit for time served since April 16th when he was arrested, return to probation. He's to drug test monthly as directed, and complete another evaluation by April the 30th to disclose to the evaluator the positive drug screen results from March 27th.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Major, I have less of a problem with you testing positive with cocaine than I do with you trying to fool the probation office that you weren't going to test positive with cocaine. Let's not do that again, okay? Okay, because you do that again, then we're going to look at some significant jail time. I might as well revoke the balance if you're not going to be honest with us.
I understand.
All right, because the purpose is I could put you in jail and keep you there for the whole 12 months. I have that ability. But the purpose is to allow you to be out on the outside to try and get your life together. And that's why we give you all of these requirements for things that you're supposed to do to get your life together. Now, let's talk about what's with the cocaine. What we doing?
It's not happening.
It's not what?
It is not happening. Like I'm not.
Oh no, it happened. So let's talk about it.
It was just like that one time.
No, sir, it is not. You have a problem. Let's go ahead and admit it. Mr. Major.
Yes, I'm taking care of, like, I'm not doing it.
Mr. Major, this is why you ended up in front of me with a DUI, and this is why you're ending up in front of me with a revocation. It's because you think you're handling it. You think you got it under control, but you don't. If you did, you wouldn't be back in front of me with a red jumpsuit. How old are you, sir?
35.
Are you working?
Yes.
Where are you working?
Delta.
At what?
Delta Airlines.
Your Honor, the screen just turned off. Okay.
What do you do?
I'm a ticket agent.
Oh, good. Because if you said mechanic, I was about to keep you in jail. You ain't gonna mess up no plane I'm about to fly on. Sir, do you understand that most people don't use cocaine?
Yes, ma'am.
And so when you're going to something like cocaine, like weed, everybody nowadays, because it's become so acceptable, everybody and their mama's using weed. That's okay. But you're going straight to cocaine, sir. What is going on in your life that's your go-to? What's going on right now that you felt like you could use cocaine, and even though you knew that you ran the risk of being jailed coming back before me, then losing your job, possibly losing your apartment if you jailed long enough, or your home, all of these things that you risk, what was it that made you think, I still got to use cocaine, risking all of those things?
It was stupid. I apologize.
No, I'm not looking for you to apologize. I'm looking for you to think about what would make you risk your liberty and life to take a drug that you knew could end you back up in jail. What is going on currently?
Just, being stupid. Or is it?
Okay. All right. Now, let me just say, when somebody comes to me with a DUI, I fully expect that when I say no alcohol or illicit drugs, they're going to have at least one mess up. But if you have another mess up, then it's going to be a different conversation.
I understand.
Are you going to AA and NA meetings?
I'm gonna seek treatment.
Where are you going to seek treatment?
I'll look into that once I get out of here.
See, I like specifics. Ms. Chang, is he already doing AA and NA?
No, Your Honor, that
We're
was
adding
not.
that. Okay, so you'll go to one AA or Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous meeting per week and show proof of that. We're gonna add that to your specials. Because, sir, this frightens me. You don't just have a DUI, which that's bad enough, because when you have a DUI, that means that you didn't think enough to where you were willing to put your life in danger and other people's lives in danger. So that's on the table. But now you're using cocaine, which means that your addiction is accelerating into something that you have lost control of. And you know that if you come back before me, you risk jail time, losing your job, possibly losing your place to stay, losing time on the outside, but you're willing to risk that for the high that cocaine gave you.
I understand that.
I'm just saying, it's not about what I think about you. It really is what you are thinking about yourself. And think about what you're willing to risk and give up just for cocaine. And how long does that high last? How long are you going to be chasing that, but you're willing to give up your whole life for it? So one AA or NA meeting per week. Do not miss any weeks. Are we clear? Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So Ms. Chang, you said you're gonna you want to go ahead and give him 6 days credit for time served, tested each report.
Yes, Your Honor. I do have something question on his original order. There's a provision that may go on non-reporting upon proof
No,
of completing conditions,
no, that's not gonna
with
happen.
the exception of periodic random screens. So,
No, he's not gonna be on non-reporting.
okay.
That's gonna change. Yeah, because if he couldn't even make it through the first 2 months without using cocaine, then non-reporting is not an option.
Your Honor, I will go over everything you've told him and ensure that he understands the full breadth of what's required under him under probation, continuing and going forward.
All right, thank you. I'm filling out the revocation form now.
Okay.
All right, defendant shall have 6 days revoked and credit for time served. He shall return to probation test at each report. Defendant shall attend and show proof of one AA or NA meeting per week. In addition to the all other conditions.
Your
All right.
Honor,
Yes.
excuse me. He completed an evaluation on March 27th.
Oh, I'm
The
sorry. You
same
said the reeval.
reval, disclosing the testing positive for cocaine. Because no treatment was recommended.
Yeah.
No substance abuse treatment. He was recommended to attend the DUI school, victim impact panel, and a defensive driving course, but not substance abuse treatment.
All right, so this is defendant shall return to probation with credit for time served for 6 days revoked. He shall test at each report and attend one AA or NA meeting per week and report his attendance to probation. He shall take an additional substance abuse evaluation and disclose his positive cocaine test and attempt to adulterate his sample to the evaluator by April 30, 2025.
Yes, Your Honor, and I don't know, addressing the non-reporting. I know you said verbally that he's to report.
Mr. Major? Mr. Major,
Yes.
are you listening to me?
Yes.
Okay, I know I said this when you got sentenced, and I say it to everybody. It's smarter the speech that I've memorized. Failure to report to probation is the quickest way to get rearrested. So if you fail to report because you think you're going to test positive, or you know you're going to test positive, that means there'll be 2 reasons to arrest you.
Correct.
All right. If you value the fact that you're getting a chance to restart your life, then take me seriously. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
All right. All right. Anything else at this time?
Your Honor, just to give him his next appointment.
Go ahead.
For this Thursday, April 24th at 10:15 a.m.
Did you get that, sir?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Anything else?
Nothing from the defense.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
My business before the court, may I please be excused?
You may.
Thank you.
All right, who's next?
Judge, we're ready on Peters. Peters.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Judges, I'm going to stand right here. Okay.
All regards to those.
Raise your right hand for me, sir. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
I solemnly swear any testimony given will be solemnly true.
I'm sorry?
I solemnly swear that any testimony given will be solemnly true.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. 1 second. Is this Mr. Peters?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Peters, how do I pronounce your first name?
Obey.
Obey? Okay.
Obey.
All right. So this is State of Georgia versus Mr. Obey Peters. 2025 CR 03600 for criminal trespass, represented by the law firm of Lister, Holt, and Dennis. Mr. Owen Lynch is with you at the podium. Mr. Lynch, what is your client plead to the offenses before the court?
Judge, he pleads guilty today.
All right. By entering a plea of guilty to criminal trespass, sir, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself or present any testimony or evidence against yourself. And if you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
All right, factual basis recommendation, please.
Yes, Your Honor, back on March 16th, 2025, officer at the airport made contact with the defendant because he was loitering and making passengers feel uncomfortable. Once making contact with them, they learned that he did not have any purpose for being there. And then they found out that he had been previously trespassed on July 25th of 2024. I believe Mr. Lynch said this was going to be a non-negotiated plea, but the state's recommendation, just for the record, was 12 months served 90 days, at which point ballots would have been suspended, no further violations of the law, and do not return to the airport unless for boarding purposes.
All right, Mr. Lynch.
Judge, so Mr. Peters does plead guilty. He does acknowledge that he was given a warning not to go back there. Asked him what his reason for being there was, and he indicated he wanted to get food from the Taco Bell in the airport, which of course does not override the fact that he's been warned not to go there, Judge. That's why we're entering a plea of guilty today. My understanding, though, is that he doesn't have a previous conviction for criminal trespass at the airport. He may have a previous conviction for criminal trespass from 2020, was my understanding of the most recent criminal trespass offense, Judge. And so What I would ask the court to do is to give him a sentence of 12 months to serve 30 days with the balance suspended if he does not, with the condition he does not return to the airport without official business or a ticket to travel.
Is this, so he's been trespassed from the airport before, but is this his first time before me?
I can't answer that, Judge, but
Your Honor, I'm looking at his criminal history. He was criminally trespassed back in 2022 at Carroll County State Court. So I'm thinking it was not at the airport. But that's the only thing he has in his history for criminal trespass.
All right, so how long has he served?
He's been in since March 16th.
All right, so since March?
March
Okay.
16th.
I'll give him 45 days to serve. Balance will be suspended as long as he does not go back to Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport unless he has a ticket for travel on that day.
thank you, Judge.
All right. All right. Next.
We can go ahead and do Mr. Kitchens.
Okay.
Next. Camera's right.
All right. Raise your right hand for me, Mr. Kitchens. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
Yes, ma'am, I solemnly swear.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. Mr. Cordarius Equan Kitchens, you're before the court for theft by shoplifting. You're represented by Attorney Owen Lynch. Mr. Lynch, what does your client plead to the offense before the court?
He pleads guilty, Judge.
By entering a plea of guilty, sir, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf to not incriminate yourself. And if you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. You understand all of these things?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, factual basis and recommendation, please.
Yes, Your Honor. On or about February the 25th of 2020, Sergeant A. Mimic, M-E-M-I-C, responded to a theft call at the Walmart located at 7050 Highway 85, Riverdale, Georgia, 30274, Clayton County. Upon his arrival, he met with the Walmart Asset Protection Officer, Jessica Lumpkin, who stated that she observed the defendant selecting merchandise and placing it in his bag. Officer Lumpkin observed the defendant place selected merchandise in a blue backpack and then proceeded to exit the store, passing all points of sale without paying for the concealed merchandise. During the officer's investigation, it was determined that the value of the merchandise stolen was $72.93. Your Honor, those are the facts of the case. The state's recommendation is going to be 12 months probation, fine of $500. The defendant is to complete a theft prevention course, 40 hours of community service, The defendant is to not return and to stay away from Walmart, again, located at 50 Highway 85, Riverdale, Georgia, 30274. Also, Your Honor, regarding this case, as I mentioned earlier, the defendant did serve 200 days, but it was for a failure to appear out of Riverdale Municipal Court. It appears that for this charge specifically, he served 2 days in jail for shoplifting. Also, the defendant does have a previous theft by shoplifting in which he pled guilty in 2019 at the Chambly Police Department, and then also appears from his DCIC that he has 2 open theft by shopliftings from Brookhaven Police Department, one incident being April the 13th of 2023, and the other incident being December 26th of 2023. Your Honor, those are the facts of the case.
Judge, I'm sorry, Judge, she mentioned it was for a failure to appear out of Riverdale. It's a failure to appear for this charge, correct, Ms. Hagler?
1 second. Let me confirm. Well, it just says Riverdale Municipal. It actually specifically say exactly if it was for discharge. Now it just says failure to appear, Riverdale Municipal, and CPU 8.
So he served 200 days for a meaning like his case was bound over, but he was just sitting here?
Yes, Judge, that's my understanding. Yes, yeah. My understanding is this would have been in Riverdale Municipal Court previously, if the state can confirm that. I mean, I believe he served 200 days on this charge, got out, and then he FTA'd on his most recent arraignment calendar, and he's done more time since then. So, Judge, I believe he's entitled to that credit for that 200 days.
No, the 2 days were for the theft by shoplifting. Then he had the failure to appear, which he served the 200 days on. But he only spent 2 days in jail on this charge of theft by shoplifting. And then he got FTA for not, I guess.
Yeah, I get it, but 200 days is unreasonable for any of this. I mean, I get that if, you know, it's a shoplifting, I'm not downplaying the severity of the offense, but there's no way I would have given him 200 days for shoplifting. That just wouldn't happen unless it was probation. So,
Judge, you know, I have previously had someone from their office verify, but it was 200 days. But if he FTA'd for a charge on shoplifting and spent 200 days, those 200 days are for this case. He wasn't charged with contempt of court or an additional criminal offense. So he gets credit for those 200 days.
All right. So I'll accept your guilty plea. 12 months. Okay. Did you agree to the probation? Does he have me?
No, Judge, this is non-negotiated.
Okay. So 12 months probation, credit for time served. Balance will be suspended as long as he does not go back to any Walmart in Clayton County.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, now, first of all, stop. Mr. Kitchens, how old are you?
I am 27 now.
Mr. Kitchens, why are we stealing from everybody?
I was homeless at the time, but I don't even use that as a justification. It's just I was going through a loop in my life where I was depressed and grandma died, and I really just was lost in my direction. But again, taking accountability for what I have done, and I'm now trying to better my life so I don't have to go through that same loop of stuff.
Yeah, because Mr. Kitchens, you understand that you pick up enough of these shoplifters, it's going to be a felony, and you won't be here in state court anymore. You'll be in Superior Court, and then we're talking about going to a Georgia Department of Corrections prison.
Yes, Your Honor.
For shoplifting.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have family members here that you have a relationship with who can help you?
They are all out of town. They're mostly like in Massachusetts. But I do have somebody that I met last year who owns a car wash by the name of Mo, and I've been working with him for the past, I want to say like 4 or 5 months now. So he's been trying to, give me tutelage and give me instruction on what I feel like I missed out in my earlier youth, which was direction on how to actually be a man and actually handle my business and my responsibilities, you know.
Yeah, if this is somebody who can help you get your feet on the ground, listen, Mr. Kitchens, because the last thing you want to do is be in and out of the prison system. For stuff like this, really, sir, you can work a job and buy what you need, but what you need to do right now is get stability. We're clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because I think it's crazy that you spent 200 days in jail when this case should have come to me a lot quicker than that. That's a failure that we have. That had nothing to do with the failure to appear was your problem. But the fact that it didn't get to me for 200 days was our problem. So we're working to fix that. But what I want you to understand is, please, this is not something you need to keep doing. We clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Please don't let me see you again, Mr. Kitchens, not in this context.
Yes, Your Honor. And thank
All
you.
right. Thank you.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I just wanted to clarify that it's a suspended sentence and he's getting credit for those 200 days, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Who's next?
Judge, we could go ahead and do Mr. Owens.
Okay, I'm fine with that. He has 3 cases.
Yes, Judge.
Are there any concerns with Mr. Owens? Because all of the cases are pedestrian in the walkway.
Judge, I have spoken with Mr. Owens. He does understand the basis of what he's charged for and the court's jurisdiction, his rights to a trial in this case. He does inform me that he has a good place to go. He'll be back with his grandmother when he gets out of court, and I do not have concerns as to his competency. I do have concerns of him walking in the roadway. I understand that's a dangerous situation, but I do not have concerns as to his competency at this time.
Okay.
Right here, sir.
Mr. Owens?
Right here.
Mr. Owens,
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
raise your right hand for me, sir. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. So Mr. Owens, Hakeem Ajib Owens, you're before the court. You have 3 cases. So you're before the court on 2025 CR 03588 for pedestrian on the roadway. What does your client plead to that, Mr. Lynch?
Judge, he pleads guilty.
All right. On your next case, 2025 CR 03589, pedestrian failure to obey traffic and highway obstruction of a highway. What does your client plead to those 2 offenses?
Judge, he pleads guilty.
And on your third case, Mr. Owens, pedestrian on the roadway, 2025 CR 03590. What does your client plead?
Guilty, Judge.
All right. So, Mr. Owens, by entering all of these guilty pleas to these 3 cases, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor, and you give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present evidence and testimony on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself or present any testimony or evidence against yourself. And Mr. Owens, if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things?
Could you repeat one?
Okay, so you're not going to have a trial.
Are you talking about what I went over with him?
She's just asking if you understand by pleading today, you're giving up your right.
Yeah.
What we talked about?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
So you talked about these things with your attorney, Mr. Lynch, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so you're not going to have a trial today, right?
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We went over that. Me and him.
Okay, so you understand?
Yes, ma'am. 2 for 1. 60 days.
We're not talking about.
Yeah, ma'am.
We're talking about
Okay, sir. I got you. You already at the counting the jail time part. So, may I have a factual basis and recommendation for Mr. Owens, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Back on December 19th of 2022, Officer Alexander responded to a disturbance at Highway 85 and Highway 138. There have been some 911 calls that a black male wearing a green vest and pajamas was running in the street. When officer got there, the defendant was running in circles. And he observed the traffic had stopped to maneuver around him. And so this is the exact same factual basis for the case in 2025 CR 03589, except there was an obstruction charge with which the state does not intend on moving forward with. And that's also the same factual basis with 2025 CR 03590. So as a global resolution, the state had offered 12 months, serve 60 days, balance would be suspended, and then just no further violations of the law.
And
Mr.
Judge, so I did speak to my client about the dangers of the allegations in this case as far as going into the roadway. Judge,
Mr. Owens?
Yes, ma'am.
You know you can't walk where the cars are driving, right?
Yes, ma'am. I just never had a car. Sometimes I had to cross the street, and sometimes I don't jog. I'm sorry. I'll be tired.
I got you, but what I want you to do is you.
I was just trying to say I'll be. Yes, ma'am. I mean, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. But you know when we were kids walking to school and they would say cross at the light, not in between, cross at the green, not in between. I need you cross at the green, not in between, okay?
More than anything, ma'am. I'm sorry about it.
Okay, because I don't want you to get hit, Mr. Owens.
Nah, I just want to tell you I'm sorry more than anything because I be tired. My foot be hurt. Sometimes I don't be having socks, and I be working down on the other side of town with my daddy.
I got you, Mr. Owens. And sometimes I know what it means to be tired, but what I don't want is for you to get hit by a car, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because I don't want you hurt. We clear?
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna watch myself. I'm gonna be on one side of the road.
Okay, can you promise me you're gonna cross at the crosswalk?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Owens. All right, so for the cases 2025 CR 03590, 03600, and 03589, I'm going to accept all of the guilty pleas to all of the offenses and 12 months to serve 60 days, balance suspended, as long as Mr. Owens has no new violations of the laws of the state of Georgia, which will run concurrent. Each offense will run concurrent with each other offense, and each case will run concurrent with the other cases.
And Judge, and I
Yes.
understand that you just pronounced sentence. I did just want to put for the record, because I did tell my client that I was going to ask you to sentence him to 45 days rather than the 60 days the state was asking for. I just wanted to put that on the record, but I understand the.
How long has he been in?
I believe he's been about 30 days.
Really, say I got in 16.
How long?
I believe it was, let's see, the last offense is March 25th.
That's right.
He'll be getting out soon because they're giving 2 to 1, maybe even more than that.
Okay, Judge, I understand. I just wanted to make sure that I did what I told my client I was going to do.
All right, then. Thank you. All right, Mr. Owens, please be safe, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hey, I can talk to you.
All right, next. Did Ms. Bermudez come down to speak with Mr. Jimenez or Ms. Toles? All right, so if we could prioritize that case for Ms. Bermudez.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And while Mr. Taylor, Ms. Bermudez talked to Mr. Jimenez, I believe we have, do have a non-negotiated plea for Mr. Alan Clayton McDowell Sr.
Okay. All right, so I have left on the calendar Jimenez, McDowell, Richardson, Smalls, and Walsh.
Correct, Your Honor. That's what the state has.
Yeah, I just moved the camera, but it's hard to get us both in there. Yeah, it's up there and right here. If this one goes out though, she's still gonna be up there. Judge Hayward.
All right, Mr. McDowell.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
All right, raise your right hand for me, sir. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true? All right, you can put your hand down, sir. You're before the court on State of Georgia versus Allen Clayton McDowell Sr., 2025 CR 03601 for is it simple assault or simple battery?
Simple assault, Your Honor.
Okay, because it cuts off on my calendar. Simple assault, family violence. Mr. Lynch, what does your client plead to the offense before the court?
No contest, Your Honor.
All right. By entering a plea of nolo, Mr. McDowell, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself or present any testimony or evidence against yourself. And Mr. McDowell, if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Factual basis and recommendation, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Back on March 11th of 2025, officers responded to 4190 Conley Circle in Conley, Georgia, in reference to a domestic disturbance. Robert, they spoke with the victim, Messa Copeland. I believe the relationship is the victim is the defendant's niece or something like that. But when they arrived, they spoke to Ms. Copeland as well as the defendant. They both confirmed that an argument has started between the two of them over some money and just household issues, at which point the defendant got upset. He cussed her out, called her the B word, and said that I will beat your butt. He also put his hand in her face, which caused her to fear for her safety. The state's recommendation was 12 months. It was 12 months, served 30 days, balance probated, 40 hours of community service work, anger management, and then no contact with with the victim, Ms. Copeland.
And Your Honor, I would point out that, first of all, I believe my client wants to offer an explanation of the situation further to the court. I would point out that the allegation is alleging that he attempted to commit a violent injury. That's the attempted battery version of simple assault, which is not raised in the factual basis of the accusation, nor in the police report.
Wait, I'm sorry, Mr. Lynch. Did she say he spit in the lady's face?
No, the police report indicates that he put his finger in her face. So I guess that's where
during the factual
that's sufficient for a simple assault.
Judge, what was that?
I said he put his finger in her face and threatened violence. That's what I heard.
Right, but it's alleged as an attempted battery, Judge, and I think there's an argument there. I mean, the case law, but Judge, I'm not here trying to attack the charging document, because if we were going to do that, we wouldn't be entering a plea today, Judge. But I would point out that there's no factual support for him trying to
injure her. That's my point about the basis of the accusation. Now, and I believe the court expressed that putting hand in face and making these statements would be enough for a simple assault. I do disagree to an extent because I believe the case law indicates that there needs to be a demonstration of violence. And I'm not sure that putting a finger in someone's face gets us that far, which is why we're asking the court to accept a no contest plea to this charge. And I'm asking the court to sentence Mr. McDowell. And he doesn't want to make a statement before you pronounce sentence, but I'm asking the court to sentence him to 12 months, serve 30 days, balance suspended.
Okay, let me understand the relationship. Who lives at that address?
She's asking.
Who lives at that address?
I do, and my brother-in-law. It was my brother-in-law. That's my address for 14 years, right? My sister just died. His wife just died 2 years ago there, and my wife just died 2 months there. The same that it was just us two couples there. He had her come over. That's his granddaughter from his first marriage, and she was living in a tent out there. So before Christmas, it was so cold in November. So he decided, his oldest daughter from his first marriage said, well, they threw her out. She was living in a tent. So he decided to bring her. He's blind. I'm his overseer, you know. So when she came to stay for the Christmas holiday to get off the street. But she's on that meth. And so what she did, she broke the back windows out of the house. And I was telling him, okay, that's a bad idea. You know what I mean? Because she's on that meth. And she told me she ain't gorilla. And every time he 80 years old, I'm 70 years old. When he cuts the heat on, she turns the heat off. You know what I mean? He told me, we need air in here. There's gorillas back there. She tearing the house up. You know what I mean? And I told him, that's your problem. But don't let her come mess with me on my side of the house, you know? So now she comes mess with me. And then look, her boyfriend came in there that night and he spat me on the back of the head. I'm in a wheelchair. So that next morning when she threw the camera in my face, she was telling me he's going to kick my ass. So I jumped up and said, he ain't going to do nothing. And then she threw the camera in my face like that. And then I started calling the police to get me out my own house. I said, no, that's wrong. I ain't going to put no finger in her face or nothing. She been trying to get me out of there so she could be on that meth with her boyfriend in my house, in his house. Because I'm saying that's not right at all.
Okay. All right. So I'll accept your NOLO. 12 months to serve 30 days. Credit for time served balance will be suspended as long as you have no new violations of the laws of the state of Georgia and that you have no contact with Vanessa Copeland.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Let me ask you something.
Tell me what you want to ask.
Tell her, can I get an
So, Your Honor, he was asking about, so were there stay away conditions that you imposed?
Just to stay away from Miss Copeland.
Just to stay away from her, so you can back your hand.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right. I mean, if you need to get her evicted, you need to do that. Do not engage.
No. Okay, great.
Thank you.
And make sure you put and all others so they can evict her boyfriend too if he's living there.
Thank you so very much.
I mean, that's what I would do.
That's what I love you for that. Thank you. That's what I'm going to do.
All right, Mr. McDowell, take care.
You too. Thank you.
Your Honor.
Yes.
I have the spelling as just Mesa Copeland. Did I hear that right, or is it Vanessa Copeland?
I have Vanessa.
I'm sorry, y'all. I wasn't paying attention. It is Mesa, M-E-S-A.
It's Nessa. Oh, okay. So correct that for me, Miss Wright or Miss. Okay, I don't even know who. I'm sorry. I'm not looking at the whole screen. I'm just looking at the courtroom. So who's here? Oh, Miss Wentz. Yeah, if you could just put Nessa, N-E-S-S-A, instead of Vanessa.
It's Mesa with the M. M as in Mike, E-S-A.
M-E-S-A.
Okay, thank you.
Mesa. That's what's on the report.
Mesa. Okay.
Mesa. Oh, I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm trying to work through it with you, Ms. King. I'm trying to work through it with you. So, okay. All right. Who's next? Mr. Lynch, Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Judge, we'll go ahead and do Mr. Jimenez.
Okay, cool.
Over there. Said it's not over there now.
All right. Mr. Jimenez, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
I do.
Okay. You're before the court, State of Georgia versus Jose Jimenez, 2025 CR 03603. You're before the court for criminal trespass. What did your client plead to the offense before the court, Mr. Taylor?
Thank you, Your Honor. My client pleads guilty to the single offense of criminal trespass.
Mr. Jimenez, by entering a plea of guilty, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove that your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to present evidence and testimony and to not incriminate yourself. And if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things, sir?
Yes.
All right. Factual basis and recommendation, interpreter speed, please.
Yes, Your Honor. On or about March 13th of 2025, Officer Charles, CHARLES, Michael, MICHAEL, responded to 6331 Terra Boulevard, Jonesboro, Georgia, 30236, Clayton County. In reference to a disturbance call during Officer Michael's investigation, it was determined that the defendant remained on the premises, also known as the Texaco, T as in tree, EXACO, the number 3 gas station. After being told multiple times by police to leave the location, after he was issued a criminal trespass warning by the witness, also the store clerk, whose name is Goodwin Udo, G as in girl, O as in October, D as in David, W as in where, I as in ice, N as in Nancy, and the last name is spelled U as in umbrella, D as in David, O as in October, H as in happy. He was issued that warning on that day in front of police. Your Honor, those are the facts of the case. The state's recommendation for count one is 12 months to serve, 34 days. Commute to time served. Balance suspended. The defendant is to have no further violations of the law. And the defendant is to stay away and to not return to 6331 Terra Boulevard, Jonesboro, Georgia, 30236, also known as the Texaco number 3.
Mr. Taylor?
Thank you, Your Honor. That is our understanding of the facts in the state's recommendation. We ask the court to accept the recommended sentence.
Mr. Jimenez, I'm going to accept your plea of guilty. I'll sentence you to 12 months to serve 34 days, credit for time served. Balance will be suspended as long as you have no new violations of the laws of the state of Georgia. And you do not go back to Texaco, the Texaco number 3.
No.
All right, you can go back with the sheriff's office, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Bermudez, thank you. I think that's all.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right, and the last 3 are Richardson, Smalls, and Walsh. We'll be right back.
The suspended sentence.
Well, that's the one she did with the model.
Okay.
Anna, while we're waiting, what was it that we were going to do with Joshua Mitchell? He's being reset.
You may have stepped away for a brief moment, Attorney King.
Thank you.
What was
Was this Attorney Taylor?
I said, someone had a question regarding how we're handling the position.
No,
Yes.
is this Mr. Smalls?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Your Honor, Attorney King had a question about one of the cases on the calendar.
Well, yeah, I was just going to ask, what was the announcement for Joshua Mitchell?
Mr. Mitchell refused to come up.
Oh, okay. So do we have a reset date or?
We'll reset him for next week, but I think he needs to have, maybe Mr. Moore needs to speak with them or find out something about him.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to speak with him to determine if there's a further health issues. If you come up from the cell to the visitation booth, that is.
All right. Is this Mr. Derek Smalls?
It is, Your Honor.
Mr. Smalls, you're before the court on a petition for revocation of probation, State of Georgia versus Derek W. Smalls, 2021 CR 08045. Mr. Smalls, you were before the court for DUI, alcohol less safe on the 10th day of March 2025. You were sentenced to 12 months probation. You have 10 months and 17 days remaining. It says that you failed to comply with the drug screen on March 26, 2025. You attempted to adulterate the urine specimen by bringing in a substance in a bottle that was concealed on your person, and you are currently $370 in arrears. All right, Mr. Taylor?
Yes, Your Honor. We stipulate to the alleged violations of probation as
All right.
in the petition, and we agree and ask that the court adopt the recommended sentence.
Ms. Jake, what's the recommendation?
Your Honor, probation recommends that 6 days be revoked, credit for time served since April the 16th, return to probation, drug test each report.
Is he doing AA or NA?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Smalls, I would have more respect for you if you tested positive. I expect that. But trying to adulterate the sample, that's like fraud to me. And if that's what the way we're going to play this game, then I just might as well put you in jail for the balance of your sentence. So, going forward, test. I don't want you bringing in anybody else's urine. Last thing I want to find out is if you're pregnant. Thus, trust me, y'all don't care where y'all get the pee from. I'm just saying. So if you have a problem, I get that. Let's deal with the problem. But don't try and convince me you don't have a problem. Because you're in an orange jumpsuit for alcohol. So that to me already tells me you have a problem.
We'll have a conversation, Your Honor. And
I believe he needs to have one. I'm trying to save lives here, Mr. Smalls. And if you're not going to be honest with yourself that you have a problem, then essentially you're just trying to mark time until you can get off probation. And then you're going to be back in the same situation. What I'm trying to do is keep you off the roads drinking so you don't kill yourself or kill somebody else.
I totally understand, y'all. And I take full responsibility for what I've done. It was really stupid of me to even actually do that.
All right. All right, so sir, you're going to return to probation with credit for time served for the 6 days that were revoked. You're going to test each report, and you will also attend one AA or NA meeting per week and show proof of having attended those NA or AA meetings. You understand?
Yes.
All right, so Mr. Smalls, how old are you, sir?
I'm 48.
Okay, so if you don't deal with the alcohol problem that you have, you're going to cheat yourself. You're not, it doesn't matter what I say. What happens is you're going to end up cheating yourself out of the remainder of a good life. And so whatever it is that's causing you to risk incarceration, because you know that you can't deal with like somebody told me, I had to stop drinking milkshakes because you could go to jail. Well, I might be craving them, but I'm gonna stop drinking milkshakes for the 12 months so I don't go to jail. If you can't stop what you're doing with the threat of jail, and losing your job and possibly losing your other things financially, not to mention the other intangibles, but if you can't stop for 12 months, then that means you got a problem. If you're willing to risk jail. And so I want you to think about that and think about the ways that you need to deal with it, okay?
Your Honor, speaking with Mr. Smalls, he had recently had back surgery, and he was concerned that medication that he had taken, pain medication, was going to be the result of the test rather than alcohol. And he was trying to avoid a revocation based on.
But first of all, Mr. Taylor, that is disingenuous because it says no illegal substances. So if he had a prescription for his medication, then that is not an illegal substance. And that's not what I prohibit him from taking.
Your Honor, I don't believe it was a prescribed medicine. It may have been THC.
Okay.
And,
Mr.
We're not going to encounter that problem again. And he will attend the appropriate NA and AA meetings. But I did want to present that to the court, that he understands the seriousness of his DUI conviction and doesn't intend to.
All right. Well, that's where we are, Mr. Small. So remember, I'd rather you be honest with me than try and trick me.
Absolutely. And I definitely, again, I want to say this. I do take accountability for this. It was a stupid mistake that I made. I haven't actually had alcohol in over, almost died that night during the DUI. This case is from 2020. It's just now getting resolved. I haven't had alcohol since that night. I was smoking marijuana because I was coming home from work one night. Somebody ran a red light, and I see what the opioids are doing to my mom. She has bone marrow cancer. So to me, like I was unable to work or go to school with, taking the things that the chiropractor was giving me. So I was self-medicating by taking marijuana, and there's no excuse, but I was definitely trying to hide the fact that I had marijuana in my system.
I got you. Mr. Smalls, I'm not a medical practitioner by any means, but I know a lot of people have talked about they have massage therapy, they have acupuncture, they have some people have found yoga, a particular type of yoga that they use for, I think it's called rehabilitative yoga, which strengthens the muscles that support your back so that you don't, where the stress is on the spine, then you strengthen the muscles attendant to the spine, then it helps you to avoid a lot of the pain that you can have. And so those are all natural things that you might want to look into. All right. Because I get pain is a powerful, powerful motivator, a negative motivator, but there are some options that you have as opposed to, like you said, opioids or, coming back here. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. And I hope you're better. All right. Next. Yes, Ms. Chang, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, just to give him his next appointment for this Thursday, April 24th at 1:30.
Okay. All right.
And Your Honor, that's all I have for this morning. However, on Mr. Major, I need another order. I sent an email to Val explaining.
I sent two, didn't I?
Yes, ma'am. The first one was under his name, but the second one was under a different name.
How did I do that? Okay. All right. I'll fix it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. The last two cases are Richardson and Walsh.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sure. Mr. Walsh, please. Services, housing, food, and service housing, especially ones that say tourism, missions, they will have contact information for rehabilitation, just that, or AA, and then have that information once you. So just hold the sheet, keep us from.
Okay, who's this?
This is Mr. Walsh, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Walsh.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. You're before the court, Mr. Joseph Chartrand Walsh, for criminal trespass, case 2025 CR 03722. Mr. Taz Taylor is with you as your attorney. Mr. Taylor, what does your client plead to the offense before the court?
Your Honor, my client pleads guilty to the single offense of criminal trespass and
All right.
negotiated plea with the state.
Okay, by entering a plea of guilty, Mr. Walsh, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself or present any testimony or evidence against yourself. And if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things, Mr. Walsh?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, factual basis recommendation, please.
Yes, Your Honor, back on April 8th of 2025, officer was dispatched to the racetrack located at 132 Forest Parkway in reference to a person who had been criminally trespassed. An arrival officer did make contact with the employee who had identified the defendant as someone that he did not want on his property and someone who had been previously trespassed from the property. He made contact with the defendant, and then he confirmed that he was previously trespassed back in October of 2024. The state's recommendation is 12 months, serve 30 days, balance suspended, and then do not return to that racetrack. Again, it's 132 Forest Parkway in Forest Park.
All right, Mr. Taylor.
That's our understanding of the facts and the recommendation. We ask the court accept the recommended sentence.
All right, Mr. Walsh, I'm going to accept your plea of guilty, send you to 12 months to serve 30 days. Balance will be suspended as long as you do not go back to 132 Forest Parkway in Forest Park, Georgia, Clayton County at the racetrack. Mr. Walsh, they're trying to conduct business. They don't want you there, so don't go back, okay?
I understand. Your Honor, may I speak briefly? I am 34 years old. I'm on disability benefits, and I've been homeless for the past 12 months. Reason why I've been going back to the racetrack is because I find that I have the most success getting help to eat, hygiene, get money up for a hotel every now and then, so I have a place to wash my behind and stuff. So what I'm trying
let's talk to
help with housing, and I also have, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm addicted to crack cocaine and crystal meth, and I would like to seek assistance so that I don't have to keep putting myself in these predicaments where I'm coming back and forth to jail for misdemeanors, because I understand that eventually this criminal trespass is going to become a felony and I'm going to end up here 12 months, and I don't want that.
Okay. Mr. Walsh, unfortunately, there's not a lot that we can do, but we do have some resources. What I ask you to do is ask to speak with the chaplain in the jail. They have information for the Hearts to Nourish Hope. They have information for shelters. They have information for the Salvation Army. They have information for all kinds of programs that may help you, bridge programs, like helping you from the point you get out of jail until the point that you can get into another program. If you can get with the Salvation Army, even if they're not able to help you, they may have resources to get you into some other programs. Sir, you're very, very intelligent man. And I hear it and I see that you want to do differently. And a lot of times, drugs can take us so much out of the element of who we really are. It just is it's horrific because I know this is not the person that you want to be. What I wish we had more that we could do for you in the immediate, but what I ask for you is please make sure that you check with the chaplains so that they can give you as much information as they can, okay?
Yes, ma'am. So from my understanding, so I understand correctly, you're giving me the 30 days and you're suspending the balance as long as I do not go near.
Yes, sir.
So I'll be going home today?
Yeah, you should be released today as long as the numbers work out.
Yeah, because I was here since 8. Okay, yes, ma'am. I really appreciate you and God bless you. And
God bless you too, Mr. Walsh, and I pray that you are gonna find help to get back on track.
I need it. I really do.
Okay.
I got you.
God bless you. Y'all have a wonderful day.
All right, Mr. Walsh, you too, sir.
Also, when they release you, ask the sheriff's department, they will give you a bus pass from Florida. Free, so you can get on the bus.
I know.
Okay. Get to the location, because most of these, you probably in Fulton County, but you can get a bus that will get you to Fulton County and be able to take advantage of these locations, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Good
Thank
luck
you.
to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, sir. All right, and our last case will be Richardson.
Your Honor, I believe that was a suspended sentence division case that you.
Oh, yeah. Miss Powell, were you able to get that modification for me?
Hey, Judge, I haven't sent it yet. I had to step away, but as soon as I get back to my computer, I'll send it to you.
Okay. All right. So we'll send out Richardson's modification and give him credit for since the date of credit for time served for the modification.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right. I believe that is all. Thank you all so much.
Judge, have a good day. Good to see you.
Have a good day.
All right. Good to see you too. Take care. Thank you.
You too.
You're welcome. Bye. Have a good day.
Thank you all. I'm signing, so just send it to me.